Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back. Today's Saturday. My son's napping in the room next to me, so I'm gonna try not to talk too loud. I don't want to wake him up. But yeah, I am on and we are here, and today is gonna be a long class. So hi, mommy. So what we're gonna do today is a smoky eye, and I'm gonna show you some cream contouring tricks. Hi, Jojo. So let's get started. So I have no makeup on right now. And what I do is when I'm typically working on clients, I always start with their eyes first. So that's what we're going to do first. And this is where you have to step outside your comfort zone and do your eyes first to keep this area clean. And once the face makeup comes on, everything will look pulled together. Hi, Florida. Oh, I miss all my family. Okay, so let's get started. The sun is playing me right now. Let me turn my light up. Hopefully it's not too bright. Okay, so let's get started. So I typically, when I'm doing girls' makeup, I use the MAC Soft Ochre, the eye primer. But today I also use my concealer. So this is what I have with me right now. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to put this on my eyes. And this is just going to conceal the redness that I have on my lids, which most everyone has discoloration on their lids. So what we're doing is we're concealing that. That's the first step. This is my beauty blender, and I'm just gonna blend this out. And this really isn't that hard. Once you understand the techniques of a smoky eye, you can totally pull this off. But there are some rules. I'm gonna bring you guys closer so you can see. Okay, so we set the eyes with concealer. What I'm gonna do next is go with my fluffy powder brush, and because it's a liquid, we're gonna set it with a powder, right? You guys should have that engraved somewhere in my rules. We always set with a powder. So I'm going in right now. This is the shade Elated, and this is from the Moodstruck 1 palette. So I'm gonna be using my unique palettes today to show you guys this look. Should be really, really pretty. So I'm just setting that. So before I go any further, I want to show you guys my rose water spray came in from Unique. Now I'm currently also loving the Mario Badescu one. This is like a toning spray. So I want to, let me spray my face with this now. Maybe I should almost skip this step. How would I do that? Yes. Oh, that smells good. Okay. Don't you just love rose? The smell of rose. I'm also going to go with my Estee Lauder cream and just put this under my eyes for now. Sorry, we're working backwards, but we're moving forward. Sorry, girls. So prep my skin with some spray, under eyes, and then we're moving on back to the eyes. I always drop everything when I am live, literally a klutz. So we set our lid with a bone color shadow. Now we are going to start our transition area. I'm going to use my Unique blending brush, and I'm going to start with my bronzer, which is right here. And I'm just going to build, so this is a cool tone look. I'm doing a navy inspired smoky eye today with this palette. So this is for all my cool tone girls out there. I tend to use a lot of warms, so I wanted to do a navy smoky eye for all my cool tone girls out there. So I'm first gonna go with my bronzer, and I'm going to put this in my transition shade and just working this back and forth. Even though I'm going in with cool tone eyeshadows, I always use a warm tone in my crease. I always do. And there is a mirror next to me so I can see. So if you guys see me looking off on the side, that is what I am doing. So very simple, just applying that in my transition area and moving on. So I love this palette. This palette's really, really beautiful. So I'm gonna go in the first shade I'm gonna start with is Honorable. It's a mid-tone gray. Same brush, applying this right into my crease. So I feel like smoky eyes are really intimidating, but they totally don't have to be when you know how to do them correctly. So right now, we are just building the look. So we're just going in with a mid-tone shade and just blending this out. This gray is really pretty. I wore it, I think a week ago or a week before, and I loved how it looked on my eyes. Really pretty. Okay. Then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go in with, let's see, I'll go with that shade afterwards. We're going to go right into it. So the trick to a smoky eye is you want to keep just your lid dark. You don't want to take the dark too high up. If you take the dark too high up, it looks like you got into a fight. And no one wants to look like you got a black eye, like on purpose, right? So the trick is, and I'm going to show you with my shader brush, you want to keep all the dark here, the closest to the lid, the better. And then we're going to gradually fade it. So when I'm looking straight, this portion of my eye is going to be dark, and then the transition will just like look really blended. Everything will look really blended when I'm finished. So here's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to go in with, I have brought my MAC Fix Plus up here with me, my ride or die. I'm going to wet my brush, and I'm going to apply this last shade. This shade is called Peppy. Oh, I love this. It's been like talking to me. This shade is like just been speaking to me, telling me to use it. I love it. It's so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna close my eye. I'm gonna do the best I can so you guys can see. I'm gonna keep this shade low. You see how low I'm keeping this? And it's okay if there's fallout because our makeup is not done yet. So we will clean up the mess. I told you, it's crazy. You have to look past how crazy you look. And once your face makeup is on, it'll look great. So going in, applying this right on my lid. See, I'm keeping it. So when I look forward, do you guys see what I'm saying? I'm keeping this just on my lid. I'm not going to take it up any higher because I don't want to look like, I hate to say this, but I don't want to look like someone punched me in the face. So that is my rule. See, not bad at all. So I'm going to go in and apply a little bit more because we're going to start blending and we might lose some pigment when we blend, but that's okay. I'm going to go in with, this is a Sigma E25, and I'm going to go in and just blend that because right now I look crazy. So I'm going to go in with, back to Honorable, take this on my brush, and I'm just going to start blending because I don't want to have, I want this to be a seamless look. We don't want any crazy lines. So you're just going to go back and forth, windshield wiper motions with your brush, and the brush is going to do all the work for you. And I'm going to go back into Honorable, a little bit of Peppy, just a little bit. Now remember, on like a white-haired brush, like a goat-haired brush, the pigment is not as strong, so it's okay. It's not going to get, it's like more forgiving is what I'm trying to say. You guys see how we're just blending that out? Working it. Very, very easy. See? I love navy. I don't know why. It's like one of my favorite colors. And if you have like blue eyes especially, oh my God, these colors look so beautiful on. So don't be afraid to try this. You guys can totally rock this look as long as you listen to my rules about smoky eyes. See? So I'm going to go back in with, God, this one is worn. I want to say it's the Morphe 441. Yeah, I want to say it's a Morphe 441. I'm just going to go in with this Honorable shade, the mid-tone gray, and just start blending this out. A little bit higher. See how we're kind of making this a gradient? This is why we put the transition shade on first. Love it. I know I look nuts. And when I am working on clients, I always do eyes first because it's just so much more forgiving, especially as an artist when you are on the clock and you are working and you have to be efficient. It is always easiest to do the eyes first and then clean up and finish the face. Okay, go back in a little bit more. There's a lot more blending, a little bit more steps in this eye look, but you could totally pull it off. Okay, so do you see if I look forward, minus this part, my lid is dark, but you can see like it's a pretty gradient effect and everything is blended. That is what we are going for. So how I clean up an under eye, there's some different ways to do it. You can use concealer. You can use tape. A lot of girls like put tape and make it that sharp edge. Or you can use a makeup wipe. So I use a makeup wipe. And I'm just going to go in and I look in this mirror and I'm just going to drag this right up, diagonal line, right towards my temple. See how I clean that up? Not so scary, right? Oh, good. FedEx is here. I'm waiting on some stuff. Hopefully it's my makeup brushes that I ordered. Okay. So yeah, so that's it for that eye. And I will probably go back when the other eye is done just to make sure they're both even. So yes, we have one eye done. And this look, you can totally put on false lashes. I will not today because I don't have them in front of me, so they're downstairs. But you could totally wear lashes with this. So, okay, so what I'm going to do now is go back to my other eye. I'm going to spray my brush. And if you guys are watching this video on the replay, hit comment and hashtag replay so I know. I would love to see you guys recreate this look as well. I would love to see you guys do it. Okay, into this eye, same thing. Flat shader brush, I sprayed it with MAC Fix Plus, and I'm going to apply this shade to my lid, keeping it low. That's okay, we got a little bit there, no problem. We're going to fix that with the makeup wipe. No big deal. Trying to like do this and see what I'm doing and look in this mirror too. So I'm just dragging this down, keeping it low. So when I look forward, the dark navy is only on my lid. You guys see that? I have a window in front of me and this ring light on me, so I feel like it's hard for me to see, but as long as you guys can see, that's the most important part. Okay. Now, we are going to go in with the Morphe brush. This is this is Sigma. And I'm going to go in with the gray shade in Honorable. And I'm going to start blending this out like so. So I'm starting right at where the lid meets my transition crease. I'm just going to start blending this to get, no harsh lines, right guys? No harsh lines. And I'm going to go in a little bit back with this brush. I don't know why I put that brush down. Go in a little bit with this peppy shade. Mix it with the Honorable right here. Just to blend. Yeah, so once you guys, I don't know how, maybe you guys do smoky eyes, but once you get comfortable doing them, they're just like the best. I love smoky eyes. Gonna go in with my M441 with that Honorable shade and just blend this out. Very easy. Honestly, the brushes do all the work for you. So we are almost done. Now, I am not gonna do eyeliner simply because I feel like you can't really see it. You have like a dark lid. So I'm not going to do an eyeliner today on the top, but I'm going to show you how I do my lower lash line when I have a smoky eye to make my eyes look more open. Typically what I do when I do a smoky eye. So hopefully you guys can see. I'm looking down in this mirror in front of me. We are almost done. So it doesn't take that long. You guys, honestly, it's a couple brushes. It's just a few steps. So yeah, it's not long at all. Not bad. Okay. So, let me clean up this eye. Use my makeup wipe. I'm going to use my finger. I'm going to get in. Let me get this mirror closer. And I'm going to just draw a straight line back towards my temple. See? Now, yes, you look crazy right now, but have faith. If you've gotten this far, don't give up. This is where people stop. We're like, oh my God, what did I do? I look horrible. No, you didn't do anything wrong. You're totally doing everything right. You will get there. It's going to look amazing. I have my other flat shader brush. This is a unique lash and, what is this? The liner and shader brush. And I'm going to highlight my brow bone with that Elated shade. And we're going to go back and use my Anastasia pencil as well. But I'm going to go back in here and just blend this out to make sure everything is seamless. Go into my brow bone. Start with your brow bone, turn, so you usually apply it like this, turn your brush like that. And that's how you're gonna blend your brow bone highlight to your crease. All right, so the eyes are done. What do you guys think so far? Not as intimidating, huh? I hope not. Okay, let me just put a little bit more in this corner. Okay, moving on to the face. So let's start with, you just saw me wipe off my under eye cream. So I'm going to put a little bit more on. I don't know why I did that. I like to have it hydrate. So, but then I wipe it off. I know, but it is what it is. We're just going to roll with it. Now, use my toner spray, use my under eye cream. Let me grab my primer. It's right here. I don't want to knock over my tripod. Okay. I'm going to go in with the Unique Glorious Touch Primer. I love this stuff. This is so great. I feel like this is really helping my makeup even stay on longer. So yeah, so you'll see this. I'll put it on and it just makes my skin look so smooth. And I just work it into my skin like that. Okay, I'm gonna move you guys back just a little bit. So, foundation. I'm gonna go in with my Unique Mineral Touch Foundation. I'm in the shade Velour. And I'm gonna get a couple squirts on the back of my hand. And I'm going to use my Beauty Blender to start applying that to my face. So I'm gonna use this mirror next to me. So I feel like it's kind of a weird time of day. I feel everyone's out running their errands and stuff. But this is my downtime with Cameron sleeping. So I always try to be a rock star and get everything done during his nap on the weekends. And then by the time he wakes up, I'm exhausted because I'm oh my God. So yeah. So what else is going on, you guys? Anything exciting going on? Bring this down. I'm gonna I always kind of go through this foundation. It's very buildable. So I go in with 2 layers in a way. And when you're using a beauty blender, it's very easy to build. And I love the finish of a beauty blender with my makeup. So yeah, I've been really liking this foundation. Bring this down. So, what else is I gonna tell you guys? Oh, the new cream, my cream contour sticks came, so I'm excited to show you guys how I cream contour. So that is next. So what we're gonna do is blend this in, apply some concealer, and I'm gonna show you how I cream contour. It's very easy. I think cream contour can be totally intimidating, but don't let it be. So, concealer, I am in the shade Scarlet. This is the Mineral Touch Concealer. If you guys are interested in any of these products, you can tap the screen and there's a link and you can shop any of the products that I am using. So for the eyes, we used the Moodstruck 2 palette and Moodstruck 1 palette. Okay, so I'm gonna blend in my concealer. I feel like once I put my concealer on, I'm okay, yes, we are good. I feel like if I was on a deserted island, I would probably bring with me Okay, two things I could bring. Mascara and concealer. That's what I would bring. For sure. Okay, so we're just blending this out, getting as close as we can with our sponge to the inner corner of our eye. Because remember, we did our eyes first, so there's no face product on your inner eye. So don't forget to add, because some people, like on accident, will do their makeup and they'll forget this part of their eye, and it's like, you know, this part sometimes has like a little bit of discoloration. You don't want to forget that, especially with the smoky eye. You want to make sure everything is really blended. So I love this concealer because I feel like it does the highlighting for me. So easy. Blends out so well. Okay. So let's cream contour. This is my favorite. So contour zones. I'm sure you guys have an idea of what your contour zones are. But the whole point of contouring is to bring light to the center of your face and to recede your cheekbones, like your inner, like your hollows of your cheekbones. And it's honestly amazing, like what contour can do. This is in the shade, this is a contour duet stick. I got this in the shade light because I wasn't sure how dark it was. So I'm gonna do my contour zones first. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna start I'm gonna move my hair. And I'm gonna, make sure I blended that. Hello. Make sure I got that area. So I'm gonna start, if you look like this, if you turn to the side, the tip of your ear, down. Your contour should stop at the arch of your eyebrow. So I'm going to draw a line. So here's the tip of my ear. And I'm going to, let me make sure I'm looking in the right way. I'm gonna draw a line this way. Whoops. I always break everything. And then tip of my ear, bring this down, okay? Then I'm gonna go ahead and draw it on my forehead. This is where I contour my forehead. Could do a little bit up here, why not? And to make this a little bit thicker, I'm gonna kind of draw it like a triangle. Okay, so these are your zones. Contour my nose. I'm gonna look like this. You guys can see what I'm doing. Go down. 2 lines. Right here, right here. Wow, this is very creamy. I'm very impressed. Under your lip. Make your lip more pouty. And then the jawline. Okay, so I know I look like I'm from a tribe or something crazy. Halloween costume. But this is where I'm going to contour. This is where I want the dark shades to be. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight. I'm going to highlight underneath my eyes. I want this to be lighter. This honestly is the same shade as Scarlet. You can't even see it. Center of my nose. Center of my forehead. And my chin. Okay, so this is how your cream contour should look. So this is your contour zones, okay? And if you have a wider forehead, bring it more in. If you have a small forehead, you don't even really have to contour your jawline. Everyone likes, you know, the double chin look. That's how you can, you know, give that effect of a more sculpted jawline. So let's blend. We kind of use this shade as the blend, like for my under eyes and for my foundation. Stick with your highlight, like if you're using a beauty sponge, keep your highlights on one side and the darks on the other. I'm gonna highlight first, blend this all out. This is very blendable. Wow, I love this. Oh, I kind of forgot here too. Whoopsie. What you could do is to sharpen your contour. Let's draw a line, a white line underneath it, like in this zone, okay? So I always think of it like it's a zone, you know what I mean? That way it seems less scary. I'm gonna do my forehead. I'm going to flip my Beauty Blender. This side has nothing on it. And I'm going to start here, and we are going to blend. I'm pouncing my sponge, and I'm blending up. See? See how easy that blends out? I'm using a light hand. I don't want to like rub off all the makeup underneath it, because remember, we didn't set it yet. Use a light hand and blend it out. Go to this side, same thing. Pouncing back and forth. Bring the shade up. Don't bring the shade down. You will defeat the whole purpose of contouring if you bring your contour down. Okay, then I'm going to work my hairline. This really blends out really nice. Oh, I'm really liking this stick. It's my first time using it. I typically use the LA Girl Cosmetics concealers, but these work really good for my jawline. Let's blend that out. Don't forget your lip. As you guys see, it's really blended out really pretty. And then I'm actually going to use my finger and blend this out. And I'm gonna go with my bright side and go right up my nose, just tapping this in to blend. Okay? You guys see? I know there's still brown on my nose, and I want it to look like that because I want it to look really contoured. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna set this with powder. So now our cream contour is done. It is blended. And now we are going to set everything. So we are going to set with, I'm going to use my Behold setting powder. If I can find it, it's right here. Set my under eyes. Go with my Beauty Blender, and I'm going to apply this right under my eye. Okay, I work that out. I don't set, I don't bake anything. I'm just gonna blend that out. We set my under eyes, and then we're gonna set the rest of our face with the powder. And we're going to set the contour as well. So here's what we're gonna do first. I'm gonna go in with, let's go in with this brush. So we contoured everything out. I'm gonna set, so you wanna set the zones first, and I'll show you what I work with like a couple powder shades, and I'll show you what I mean by that. I'm gonna go in with my angled brush, and I'm gonna go in with my bronzer, and I'm gonna set my brown, like the brown contour shades that we use. So I'm gonna tap my brush, and I'm going to set that area. You see? You don't want this to like, you know, smear. So we have to set all the creams with the powder. Okay? Setting the part of my forehead that we just contoured. I'm gonna set that area. Set my jawline. You see how it's coming together? That's why I love doing the face. The face is my favorite. Okay, so now I'm going to use my MAC brush. This is a MAC 224, and I'm going to use the shade Shade Stir, and this is how I'm gonna set my nose. So I'm gonna go in with my fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna set what we just did on our nose with the powder. So the two dark lines we drew, I'm gonna set it with the powder, and we're gonna blend everything out. Don't worry, it's not gonna look crazy, but you first have to set it. Now, me go back and do this one more time. One more time. Okay. Now we're going to go in with our face powder. I'm in the shade Poplin, and I'm going to go in with my powder brush. Oh, here it is. And I'm going to set the other zones, because so far we haven't set our forehead or here, right? So I'm going to go in, and I'm going to set this area. And I'm going to set our forehead. And do you guys see how when you kind of go in with the brown first, your face powder honestly becomes like your blending tool, okay? And it just blends everything out. So when you layer with powders, it's easy because your skin can still breathe, and powders are very easy to blend. And when you blend them together, it looks beautiful. So that is how the contour is coming out so far. What do you guys think? Okay, my under eye brush, I'm going to go back in with Poplin. I'm going to apply this to the sides of my nose. To soften those lines, down the bridge of my nose. Like so. I love this powder. This powder makes my face look so pretty. It makes my face look so bright. I'm going to go back in my translucent powder. I'm going to brighten up this area. All right. What do you guys think? So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to go in with, what brush do I want? Sigma F35. I'm just going to go in one more time with my bronzer just to give it a little bit more of a sculpted look right here. This is how, like, okay, so your cream contouring, excuse me, you want to deepen like your contour zones, like to maybe look a little bit more bronzed. Start building in this area. All right. Use my finger, bridge of my nose, highlight my nose. Looking good. So we are on to highlights. So you know what? Let's just use it. I like Benevolent. I'm going to use it. It's my jam. I'm going to go in and I'm going to apply this with my brush. And I'm going to press this onto my cheekbones. It looks like I'm swirling, but I promise I'm like tapping. Just pressing it in my skin. Highlighting the bridge of my nose. Okay. And we are going to go in with, here it is, my powder highlighter. This is in the shade Iridescent. And I'm going to just set that cream with a highlight, like so. Look at that highlight. I use my ring finger and I just blend in small circles. Blend that out. Right in my nose, tip of my Cupid's bow, top part of my lip. Okay, so we're getting there, girls. Now, blush. Okay, we did a smoky eye. So your blush is going to stay a neutral color. You do not want it to be like, you know, like a bright mauve. You want something very complimentary, very like pretty, you know, just like to bring a little bit of warmth to your face. I'm going to use this shade Sweet. This is a unique mineralized blush, just a little. Tap off the excess. Blush face. You know what's crazy? I have nowhere to go after this besides Target. So I'm going to like walk into Target with this snatched contour and smoky eye, and I have like nowhere to go tonight. Okay. Just a little bit of blush. I know I always go back and I'm like, oh, to stop. Okay. So that is our face. We're not done yet though. We have to do our brows and our under eyes and then our mascara and then we are done. Ooh, my hair is looking all sorts of crazy. There's powder everywhere. So let's do our brows. So with a smoky eye, I like a strong brow. I like a not too bold, but a little bit more bolder than what I do on the regular basis. So we're gonna kind of do a snatched brow. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So I just combed out my brows with my spoolie. This is the Anastasia brush. And I'm gonna go in with my brow palette. This is in the shade Brunette. I'm gonna use my wax and I'm gonna use this brown shade. I'm gonna go back with these two. And I'm gonna get real close so you guys can see. And I'm gonna start with my tail. I'm gonna start building. If you're rocking a smoky eye, you could totally do a more bolder brow because it's going to give you that like look, you know. It's going to be like, man, she is fierce. So I start with drawing a line and I'm going to draw a line on top like so. And I'm going to start filling in with hair-like strokes in between. And then kind of extended it down a little bit too. Maybe like too far down now that I see it in here. And then I'm gonna go in with my brush, the light hand, and start doing hair-like strokes to connect this. I like a strong brow with a smoky eye. But you don't have to do it too bold. You want to do it bold enough where like your eyebrows are not lost in the look to create that visual effect where like your brows are strong and your eye is strong. See? All right, I went too far down here. That's why I like this powder. You see how forgiving it is? I just like wiped it away. No big deal. For sure. So let's go in and fill the other one. I start at the tail, I draw a line, and I just start to build. I love this powder. I just feel like it makes my brows like, I don't know, it just makes it so easy to fill in. So I draw the line on the bottom, I draw the line on the top, and then I just go in and I fill in between, go back and blend. No harsh lines. You guys know this. Start at the beginning of my brow. And when I do the beginning of my brow, I tend to dip into this powder. I always tend to go back to the lighter one. We are going to blend, blend, blend. See? That's why I like a stronger brow. Sorry guys, I was like really quiet. It's like so quiet up here. Okay. If you guys have any questions along the way, ask me questions. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia nude pencil. I'm going to, where's my mirror? I'm going to highlight underneath my brow. So clean up the look. That area that we did there. I'm gonna go back over here. And then I'm going to take my shader brush and blend this out. What do you guys think? You can even do it on top to like really create like a really snatched brow. I have like nowhere to go. I'm literally gonna walk into Target like this. And trot my way back to the baby aisle. Okay. So, now that we have done that, I'm going to show you how I do my lower lashes. I know, Lucy, you love this step. I'm going to show you how to do my lower lashes, and that's really it. And then some mascara. So, I'm not doing any eyeliner on top. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to go back, just with this Morphe brush. I'm going to go back in with that mid-tone gray. And I know, Lucy, you love eyeliner. And I'm just going to blend that out. So now that I have my face done visually, I like to go back and just make sure everything is blended. Okay? So, lower lash line. Take your Anastasia. And I usually am going to wipe it with like a little bit of a wipe to clean it. I like a nude waterline when I do smoky eye. So I'm going to line my eyes with my nude pencil. Make sure eyes look more open, but you guys can see. So I love that. Then I'm gonna go in my flat shader brush, and I'm gonna start with Peppy, this dark navy, and I'm gonna start to add this to my lower lash line. So I don't obviously get to do a smoky eye as much as I would on a daily basis. But when I do them, I like to do them. I like the drama. Oh my God, all Ruby does is bark at, if it's not the garbage men, it's the FedEx or UPS driver. And she's like 20 pounds. Like, she's all talk. And she barks so loud, it scares me, like I just jolted. And I'm going to go in right now to soften that with Honorable, this mid-tone gray. So if you guys can see, blend that out. I'm looking down in this mirror in front of me. Oop. Got my nose. Woohoo. What do you guys think? You like it? Okay. So, I'm going to go with my mascara. Now, I'll be real honest. This look totally needs some fake lashes. You don't need them. But if you got them, put them on. I just don't have them in front of me, so I'm just going to use my Epic mascara. So, I'm going to go with my mascara. And then we are done. That's really it. So I knew this would be a long video, but I knew it'd be worth it. I'm going to take pictures and post them so you guys can see how the final look came out. So I'm going to first go in my first coat of mascara. Love it. I love navy. First coat, wiggling back and forth, applying this carefully, but you know what? Even if you were to get like a little bit of mascara, A, it comes right off, but B, you've got a smoky eye, so it's okay. You know what I mean? The dark lid, can't really see a little speck of mascara. And with this, I would totally do like a nude lip, which I have up here. I'm going to show you guys how I do it. I have to grab, I always forget to grab my lip bag out of my purse. Literally keep all my lipsticks in there. Okay, so you see how we're just going back and forth, wiggling. I don't know if you guys can see. And on to the bottom, we're going to get in there and just wiggle back and forth. guys to be able to see this, sorry. God, I love this mascara. It makes my lower lashes so long. So I'm really digging this stuff. My favy. All right, so we are almost done. I hope you guys like the look. You guys want me to do other smoky eyes? I also love like a good army green, like olive green. That's also very, very flattering on like every eye color. So we could do that next for sure. Okay. So let's do our lips. I got a lip liner. If I want to use a lip liner or not, let me test this one out. Let me see it on my. Oh, we could do that. That's pretty. Okay. I'm going to use Plush lip liner, and I'm going to use Well-To-Do, which is a nude. If I can find it. Hold on. No. Where did I put it? Got it. And we're going to use a nude lip gloss. So I'm first going to go in with Plush lip liner. I'm going to line my lips. How do I do this? You guys can see this. So this is like a dusty, nudie hint of mauve lip liner. Okay, then we're gonna go in with Well-To-Do. I love this stuff. Man, I destroyed this thing. And then I'm gonna go in with my Lucrative lip gloss in Luxe. Hopefully you guys can see this. All right. That's a trick. Do that and you'll see on your finger, you get the inner rim of your lips, the lipstick off so you don't get lipstick on your teeth. So, this is it. I'm going to bring you guys closer. What do you think? Comb out my little rat nest hair over here. But yeah, let me show you guys up close. The only thing I have to do is blend out my one eye. Got a little bit of mascara. Let me blend that out right there. Get rid of that. Comes right off. Okay. I'm gonna lift you up. And I'm gonna look down. You guys can see the navy smoky eye. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I hope you guys try it. It's honestly so beautiful. And try some lashes too. If you're gonna do it, like do it. Go big or go home. If you're gonna do a smoky eye, put on some lashes, but this is with no lashes. So I do love my lashes, I do, but this look totally calls for some false lashes. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, hold on, I just broke my tripod a little bit. Again, if you want any of these products, you could shop the link, you could tap the screen. But yeah, that's it. So thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys liked how the cream contour came out. I think it came out really well. Really blended, like really blended out really pretty. So I'm really happy with that contour stick that came in. So yeah, so if you guys have any questions, let me know. And if you are watching this on the replay, comment replay and let me know if you know, any other requests and stuff like that. Okay, so don't mind me. I'm off to Target with my smoky eye. That's okay, Mallory. You can watch the playback. So yeah, so I will see you guys soon. Have a good rest of the day. Okay, bye.